Hey, welcome back. Today we're diving into a word we all throw around, but do we really know what it means? Karma. We tend to think of it as this simple cosmic payback system. But is that the whole story? Or is there something way more interesting going on? Let's get into it.
You've heard stuff like this, right? It's this really grand cinematic idea of some invisible force making sure that in the end, everybody gets what's coming to them. It's a comforting thought, for sure, but how is that score actually kept?
So, to really get this, we've got to go back to the very beginning. The word karma actually comes from Sanskrit, from the word karman, and you know what it means? Simply act or deed. That's it. At its heart, it's about cause and effect. The idea that what you intentionally do today shapes what happens to you tomorrow. Okay, so the version of karma most of us know is what I like to call the universal boomerang theory. It's super simple, it's catchy, and honestly, it's everywhere in our culture. You know the drill, right? Every single thing you do, whether it's an act of kindness or a moment of cruelty, you're basically throwing it out into the universe. And sooner or later, that exact same energy is going to come spinning right back to you. It's reap what you sow 101. But if it's really that straightforward, why does the world so often look like it missed the memo?
And right away, we run into a huge problem, the big glaring paradox that I think a lot of us struggle with. If karma is just a simple boomerang, then why on earth does life feel so incredibly unfair so much of the time?
I mean, you see it everywhere, right? Genuinely good people, the kindest souls you know, get hit with illness, with loss, with betrayal. And at the same time, you see people who are, let's just say, less than kind, and they're swimming in wealth, power, and success. The cosmic math just doesn't seem to add up.
So, what gives? What's really going on here? Is the whole idea of karma just wishful thinking? You know, a nice story we tell ourselves to feel better about all the chaos in the world. Well, let's look at a few other ways to think about this.
Okay, so if the whole cosmic boomerang thing feels a little off, maybe we're looking in the wrong place. Let's forget about cosmic laws for a minute and look inward. What if we think of karma as a powerful psychological tool? What actually happens inside your own head when you start believing your actions have real consequences?
It turns out, just believing in karma can fundamentally change your behavior for the better. It makes you more likely to help people, to think twice before you act, to make choices you're actually proud of. It can even make you less stressed because you start seeing setbacks as lessons instead of punishments. It's like you're creating your own positive karma. Right here, right now. No magic required.
Okay, but let's go back to that cosmic idea for a second. What if karma is real, but it's not a lightning-fast delivery service? What if it's more of a patient scorekeeper? This view says justice isn't always instant, but it is inevitable. And sometimes you can even see the signs.
Okay, sign number 1. The universe basically holds up a mirror.
This is the mirror effect. You've probably seen this happen. The person who lied to you suddenly finds out their new business partner is lying to them. The friend who betrayed you gets completely blindsided and betrayed by someone else. It's like the universe reflects their own energy right back at them, and often from a place they never saw coming.
All right, on to sign number 2. The whole support system starts to crack.
You see, consistent negative behavior is like a slow-acting poison for relationships. It doesn't happen overnight, but over time, people just get tired. Friends stop calling back, family members create distance. That person might look around one day and feel completely alone, without ever realizing they're the ones who pushed everyone away.
And finally, sign number 3. The big one. The great reversal.
This is a classic. When someone's success, their career, their money, their status, is built by stepping on other people or through manipulation, that foundation is incredibly unstable. And karma has this funny way of targeting the exact thing they value most. All of a sudden, the whole house of cards just starts to wobble and collapse.
Now, to get an even deeper, more nuanced view, we can look to traditions like Buddhism, which see karma less as a system of reward and punishment and more like farming. It's all about playing the long game.
Think about it like this. Every single thing you do with intention, good or bad, is like planting a seed. Some seeds, like a simple act of kindness, might sprout almost immediately. But other seeds, a seed of patience, a seed of deceit, might stay dormant for years, only bearing fruit when the conditions are just right. Life can feel unfair because we're often harvesting the fruit from seeds we don't even remember planting.
And this is so important. It's not always your karma. Not every bad thing that happens to you is a boomerang coming back. Sometimes life just happens.
We get older, we get sick, accidents occur. Sometimes we're just affected by the bad choices of other people. To blame every single hardship on bad karma is to totally misunderstand how complex life really is. All right, for our final section, we're going to get a little metaphysical. This is probably the most challenging idea of them all. The view that karma isn't a moral judge at all, but a totally neutral law of energy.
Just chew on this for a second. What if the universe doesn't actually care if you're good or bad? What if it's not playing favorites, not trying to reward the good guys and punish the bad guys?
In this view, it's not a moral battle. It's an energetic one. The universe just responds to the strongest, most focused, most confident energy. So if a person with negative intentions has an absolute, unshakable belief that they will succeed, they might just pull it off. The universe isn't rewarding them for being bad. It's just responding to the sheer force of their will. The strongest energy wins.
So when you pull it all together, what is karma? Well, it's clearly not just one simple thing, is it? It can be a psychological tool that makes us better people. It can be a patient, long-term law of justice. It can be a simple principle of cause and effect like farming. But the one thread connecting all of these ideas is that the power is in our hands right now with the seeds we choose to plant.
And that really brings us to the most important point. Maybe we've been asking the wrong question this whole time. Instead of sitting around worrying, what's karma going to do to me, the real power comes when we ask, what am I going to do with it? The seeds for your future are in your hands. So, what are you going to plant?